Black coffee?
Yes, please, mate.
Sit fucking down. Get him fuck off.
Sippers, welcome to this episode of the Tea With Me podcast. That's all staying in, by the way. With my guest. Now, there might need to be some mediation on this podcast. And
Fucking best mates.
Don't touch me with that hand. It has the weird finger on it.
Don't touch me. The weird finger. Yours is like a fucking hook.
they've started.
Look at that handshake. Like, just look at the two hands together. Get your other one. Get your other one.
Fuck. I don't want to catch cerebral palsy. Go away from me.
Good news for you. You can't. You can't. Because I want your gout. Sorry.
Good shit.
Great out. Folks, before we launch into this episode, we have to plug, what is it, the live show at the Waterfront? 9th of September. Tickets in the description. Very few left. Come to it.
No.
We're also sponsored by Manscaped. Manscaped.com. I was just speaking to my celebrity. Who was I telling you I was speaking to? What celebrity friend was I talking to there? What do you call the guy who used to be on
Jerry
TV?
Adams.
Was he a spice? Jerry
What?
Cinnamon?
Do you think Jerry Adams uses Manscaped
100%.
on his bollocks?
100%.
I imagine the beard he has on his face also on his balls.
I would say that his balls and his cock have a wee set of glasses and have a pipe as well. Definitely, like, you know.
I think he says the
Definitely.
phrase all the time. That would surprise you, wouldn't it? All the time. He goes, you wouldn't expect that from me.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the leisure centre and he's there, he's just finished a game of squash and he debags himself. I think he'd go, you wouldn't expect that. I mean, you're right, Jerry, you wouldn't.
I love how he's not in the changing room when he's debagged. He's still on the squash court. He's just won the game. Debagged himself.
Yeah, look.
Why are you blowing that tea like it's a flute?
He knew how to play that. See?
Because he was in an orange band.
I know.
Yeah.
But it was Jason
It
Orange.
was an
tribute
orange
band.
oasis.
No, it wasn't. It was the Gertrude Star.
The what?
The Gertrude Star.
It's not Gertrude.
Gertrude?
I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't know. If I
It was
know
in the
it, then I-
Goodwood Star.
Well, the Goodwood?
The Goodwood Star.
The Gertrude?
The Goodwood Star sounds like an old Dolly Parton.
No, what is it? Is it the Gertrude Star?
Gertrude.
The
Gert,
what?
I'm now you're making me say it wrong. Gertrude.
Gert Russell.
Spell it.
Oh, he wouldn't know how to do that. We wouldn't know how to do that.
Is it Gurtrude? I'm gonna go with it. And I
I
don't
love
think that's
that
right.
they can't even spell the name of the band they're in.
Look, we're sponsored by. Thank you, Tony in the
Thank
background. We're That's Tony in the background there.
Tony, is that a second name?
In the background.
In the background?
Yep.
Tony in the background.
Manscaped. I was talking to I've remembered who it was. It was, do you remember Sinbad from Brookside? I was speaking to him, the guy who plays him, recently, and he phoned me up and he said, listen, I have a pubic problem. And I said, I'm on my way. I got the perfect performance package. And he said, the what? I said, the perfect performance package. He went, the line must have cracked out. I said,
Easy
Sinbad,
for
that's
you
what
to
it
say.
was. You've got the Lawnmower 4.0 ball cleanser, ball deodorant, ball wipes. It's all in there. Use the code TEAWITHME for 20% off and free shipping. No other discount codes exist.
Mudblood 20.
Doesn't exist. Not real. It's a scam. Your life savings will be emptied. Tea with me for 20% off free shipping. Links in the description. Patreon.com/teawithmepodcast. Bonus episode on a Monday, live episode on a Friday. Let's get into this episode. My guests are two esteemed colleagues.
Steaming.
Two
Two steaming.
What are you
You're
doing?
like a toddler that's just
Yeah, why
woken
are you
up in
doing
the
that?
car.
Hay fever. Here, I heard someone say a couple of days ago, oh, the pollen count's very high, and I
Jesus
used to have
Christ.
hay fever. I've been struggling.
Holy fuck. My eyes is fucking wiped out. Swear to God. I can't
Just
touch
your
it.
eyes.
My eyes.
His eyes
You
are
in
a
general?
Tiesto.
My eyes. Tiesto sounds like a fancy name for toast, doesn't it?
No.
It sounds like a Spanish version of toast, doesn't it? Like if you're in Spain.
It sounds like what you would call a siesta.
Tiesto. Oh, yeah, give me some Tiesto.
I'm away for a wee tiesto here.
Sounds like a type of Ford in Spain.
Paddy's away to Balsonic to see siesta.
I bought one of them new. Bought one of them new Ford Tiestos. ASR, it's a fucking fly machine.
Shattered, I need a wee tiesto here.
I actually want to go to Tiesto, but
Do you?
it's frowned upon. Frowned upon, too old.
Why is it? Oh, because
No.
you're too old, yeah.
42, too old.
Tiesto's old himself, no?
That doesn't matter.
I think he might be older than that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Adagio for Strings was late 90s and he was mid 20s then.
Paddy, you could go to 100%.
Do you want me to take you? Hold your hand up.
Definitely fucking that.
You want to take him?
I don't want to stand in the disabled section with you all night. I'll be dead born. Just a guy in a wheelchair going back and
Why are
forth.
you wanking two dudes in the same section? You don't need to do that. You know, I'll just get you a ticket.
He woke up all out of sorts from his siesta. What's the cutoff for that?
I don't know,
40?
but it's just frowned upon. I'm not allowed to go to Calvin Harris, my wee lad. I wasn't allowed to go to
So that's where it's come from. Your son's like, you can't go to these.
because I'm going.
That's fair.
Can't go to Calvin Harris. Sort of, I'm with him for the Calvin Harris.
Yeah.
Like.
I'm not a big fan of Calvin Harris, to be honest.
You're not?
No.
You starting a beef?
You call him out?
No, just not a big
gonna smack
fan.
him?
It's like, I mean, I can appreciate the man's very talented. And
But you're going to smack him?
I'd knock his content, there's no doubt about that. But no, there's no beef with him, just saying. Like,
Have
it's
you
not-
been to a concert before together?
No.
Yes, we have. We went. You took me to the Wolf Tones.
I know, but is that really a concert? It was more like a.
It's 4 old men while a track plays behind them, but it counts.
They're definitely like puppets. They're definitely like, you know, when you go into the little world of wonder in Disneyland.
Don't they always do a goodbye tour? Like
It's
a
the
farewell
goodbye
tour?
tour forever, farewell. It's been happening. The farewell tour's been happening
I
for
looked that
35
up.
years.
The first one, yeah, the first one that they was like, this is it. This is like they're Michael Jackson. This is it. 2002.
Hold on, the Wolf Tones and Michael
It's
Jackson.
No.
What
Did
a
you never
tour.
hear their song they done together? It was called "Beat It, Get the Brits Out." Do you know what I mean? It was a great track, like
Beat the
it,
Brits Out.
Brits out, beat it, Brits out.
We're all trying to think of Michael Jackson.
So
with
am I.
some puns.
I don't know any Irish, and it's annoying me because I can't do them with Michael Jackson puns.
It was
Man in the Moira.
me Hall Jackson. Me Hall. I'm trying to remember his second name would be. It's Jack's son, so it would be me Hall. Fuck.
Fluent Irish speaker.
Michael
Patrick
Jackson
Campbell.
works for me. Like, it works.
Me Hall Jackson.
What's he in Irish?
Ha ha.
Oh, Michael Jackson, the Wolf Tones. Unreal.
I'm really annoyed that I can't get any.
No, trying to think of
Doesn't
some
matter
phrase,
if you're
but-
black or tans.
Oh, wow. You went together?
We did, yeah.
I took Willie to the Wolf Tones and he joined the Ra.
You still
By
in?
mistake, thought it was in line for the toilet.
Is it like
I'm
a,
in the round.
is it like a trial thing, or you're just in it? Is it like 3 months free? And
I said, tell him, look, he's on the DLA, and they're like, he's in.
he hasn't cancelled. You haven't cancelled the direct debit.
He
No,
can't, he
no.
can't even hold the tricolour and the Bible together, so we'll just let him in.
I just went in and taken 1916 out of my account. I was like, what the fuck?
says, do you know the words till Celtic Symphony? And he went, oh, and I went, you're in.
Yeah.
You're in.
And because of you, I do
It was
know the words to
genuinely dead funny because I took him into VIP and everybody gathered around him. And I was like, will you see us? And I was like, will he sing? And he sang the song and they were like, oh my god, he knows the words and all in his class. They
What
were
did
all
he
like
sing?
clapping him and all.
What they were playing, I think it was Celtic Symphony.
He knew
Right.
most of the words to most of the songs and they
Right,
were like,
right,
this is
right.
amazing.
I'd imagine
Honestly,
there
they're
was more
actors,
people
though-
watching you do that than were
Yeah,
watching
they're
the
actors
Don't be-
though. A dog had just started talking. They're like, oh my god, he knows the words now. It was a good time.
And
though.
then,
I had a great
somebody
time.
came over and went, he's not the only prod in here, I brought my prod. And I went, he's not my prod. And
My
they were
prod,
Like,
my-
well, I've got my prod with me too, like over there. And I was like,
12 years of prod.
and I was like, it's not,
My
not, I
prod
don't
would
know
fight
them.
your prod. Prod Fight Club.
Yeah, it was funny. But I brought a prod too, like it's nothing special. And I was like, nobody said
No,
it
but
was.
your prod is literally special. So
Yeah, that's true. How many episodes of Mudblood? One time I just booked on for live. You were just about to start it. So
Yeah.
many episodes in are you? And
coming up to 60.
Aye.
and also have the interaction you get been any less mad as time's gone on, or is it still wild?
Not as mental. There's less people threatening to shoot me. That's died down.
Right, that's good when that
Yeah.
number goes down.
I
That's
miss
good.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
I miss it. It was something special. But they've kind of died down. Not died down. They're just less intense.
I think our show's probably not as mad as they were.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
It used to be us two just being mad. Now it's just us two talking.
Yeah.
But
So I think you've got rid of that element of it, you know, the madness there.
And the live one, well, you did like a live tour, and then you did it in
We did,
Glasgow as well.
That was
Which
unreal.
one of the best shows
Ever.
See, when
Yeah,
you,
it's
I think you might have been just about to do it, and you were on here, and we were sort of talking about it, and you were like, yeah, it's on basically in Glasgow. After the Celtic match, people can decide whether they go to something else or to our podcast. I was like, mate, you're going to start at like 9 o'clock. People have been drinking all day. I was like, that doesn't sound good. And you were both like, I was one of the best.
The one of the mad ones for me was Rangers were actually playing a game like the first one we done. We
Yeah.
done two.
Yeah, in the Limelight one. Do you mean?
No, I'm talking in Glasgow.
Oh, in Glasgow? Where the
We're
Rangers
the
They
Just
play
one
at
of it?
Ibrox. You idiot.
Huh?
He thinks Rangers playing the Limelight.
No, they're playing Ibrox, man.
Alright, my mistake.
He's not really a big supporter.
I'm not. But
Just wore the top when he was a kid. But no, that like it was Rangers people were at it too, and there was a
Right.
match on, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm shocked at that. Do you know what I mean?
weirdly, one of the because when we do the shows in Belfast, they can be very like riotous. We'll say very loud, very aggressive. In Glasgow, they were all listening.
Oh, class.
Like
Yeah.
there was very little heckling.
Have you had any like weird offers recently? Like, you know, last time we were talking, you were offered to go to, you know, you were basically saying it was a gentleman who may have procured and exported contraband. You said a guy just wanted you to come down to his house
Yes.
to like entertain him
and
and
his
his
wife.
mates. Anything?
Him and his wife.
Him and his wife, not
Him and his
his
wife. That's right. Anything like that recently? Like anyone jumping DMs or anything mad?
Nothing mad. There's a guy who wants us to get us suited and booted. That's about the maddest thing.
What do you mean?
I don't know. He just keeps messages being like, "I can get you suited
See,
and booted."
if you come down to my house, I dress you.
So we're
No,
either,
sorry, not his business.
we're
His house.
I think it was his business, mate.
Right.
So
we're
I
either
don't
getting
think it's that
tuxedos or a gimp suit.
Yeah.
One or two.
What would you prefer?
much. Both.
Yeah.
Gimp suit, tuxedo.
So it's good
Tuxedo,
to have,
just a ball
just to
gag.
cover all.
Yeah.
You know, if I am going in the entertainment business where I'm entertaining people and gentlemen and their wives,
Yeah.
I'd want to have a suit that would match that type of entertainment.
Just you leaving the house with a wee gimp suit over your shoulders.
Please.
Well, you cobs.
Please give out business cards. Just say Paddy McDonnell entertaining gentlemen and their wives. That's all you need on that. It's weird when you get people who just want you to do a very, very specific gig, and it always starts of, I know you probably won't do this, ... the start of the message, and the answer is always, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. But sometimes the weird, like not weird ones, but we did a gig for Bangor Swifts Football Club in Clandyboy. It was brilliant. It was like a gig.
It was awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the ones when they're like, "Oh, I don't know if you'd want to do this," and it's always something fun. Like, "Oh, we're doing an ice skate, like we're gonna go around the ice bowl ice skating if you want to do a gig while we're doing it." And you're like, "Love to do that." It's always, "I'd love you to do this gig," and then they'll give you the terms of it. And you're like, "That's the worst fucking thing."
Yeah, some
ever.
of it's terrible, but I think the three of us are pretty good at being open to kind of trying, being
I've
like,
always tried.
I'll give
everything.
that a go and see
I've
what it's
tried
like.
everything and done everything.
Well, the bus gigs.
We're still talking about gigs, yeah.
The bus gigs were a mad
That's
thing.
why I use, and I've said it before. That's why I use an old married couple, because he did that, and you just gave him silent treatment for a wee minute, and then ignored him. And you are like such a wee couple.
Like everybody's right. I hate the cunt.
No, you don't. You love him.
loves-
See
he
that wee man
loves
sitting
me.
there beside you?
He's like a child to me.
Yes,
He's like
I know.
one of my kids.
Yeah,
You are older than my father, so like, literally, yeah.
you love him.
I am your father.
Paddy, do you love him?
I do love him, boy. I
You
do.
love him?
I love you too.
I love him, and I would raise him, even though he's not my own. I'd love him like I want to carry
a
the.
father then?
I'd love him like I met some fella, and he's like, I'm bringing the dog to home, and I'm like, can't do that to the wee dog, and he's like, well, I don't want him, and I'm like,
How did I just get downgraded
I'll
from
take
an
him.
adoptive son to a dying
I'll
dog in
take him.
minutes?
I'll fucking take him. I'll look after him. I'll nourish him. Like, no, I'll bring you into the fold, and you're there with the kids, and they're like, he's hurrying on. I'm like, listen. They didn't want him. I'm taking him. We're going to try and treat him as much as we can. I love him that much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Even though he's not my blood.
Yeah, I think as much as we can. Like, there's no hope for him, but we'll do what we can.
Yes. We'll do our best for him.
Yeah.
Would you like to? Would you live with Paddy? Would you like? What if Paddy's like, I want to take you in, I want to adopt you, I want to make you like my wee boy? Like, would you?
I don't think he'd live with me, but I'd live with him. I would do his fucking head.
How long could you? Being serious, how long could he live in your house for? You reckon?
Well, first of all, we'd have to get it adapted for his needs.
Yeah, you need
That's
to widen the
first
holes
thing.
from a
We'd
big
need to
dick.
get a fucking. This is a myth. This is as much as a myth as fucking Finn McCool.
What did I have a big
Like
dick?
you started this story about something, yeah. Like you tell everybody on Tinder, and then you were talking last night to Butler and going, "Why am I less successful on Tinder? Because you told lies about your dick."
Neither of these things have ever happened. Ever. I didn't say why am I not successful on Tinder.
Butler sitting there like Dumbledore.
Butler got out his book and went, "Look, I've written this book about Tinder for idiots."
No, what me and Butler were talking about is how Tinder changed, because it used to be you're just down to ride on it, and then when my generation got on it, it became like, oh, you meet your partner on it. That's what I said.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't say I'm not successful on it.
I think you're not
fucking liar.
successful because you're messaging girls being like, I'd like to meet my partner.
Surely he's not successful if he's still on it,
Yeah.
and it's meant to be meeting your partner.
But
How
where's-
long are you on Tinder?
I go off on it. Because you,
That's not the
That doesn't
question.
answer the question.
you can't.
Typical DUP answer there.
Off on it. Off on it.
What?
How long were you on it?
When was
That's the
I've never
DUP
been on
answer.
it. When's the first time you went on Tinder?
See, I was in relationships. In
He is a
between it.
politician. I'll give you that. You're
Politics
a politician.
degree.
I absolutely
He's
am.
asking you a question. Here's you. Oh, well, now I do remember one summer's day.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, because that would be it was around 2017, but I've been in relationships since then,
2017.
so it hasn't been continuous.
years.
And it's a fucking app to meet your fucking love of your life.
Yeah.
And he's still on
I
it.
go on Tinder, meet the love of your life.
But are you
love of your
telling-
life, Charlene, 24, 4 kids.
He was in
fucking whack
he was-
away, Patrick.
He was in.
And you hear Tony laughing because Tony knows what I'm talking about.
Well, then why are you on it?
Funny.
Here's my point. He's on something that's not successful for him.
But are you saying he's...
What
We're
I'm
not
saying
gonna
is,
podcast. He's
he's
starting a
saying
rumour.
to Aaron, I'm on there for funny and I'm not getting funny. And Aaron's going, no, but it's now
I
there
never-
to meet
yeah.
the love of your life. And he's going, but I want funny. And he's going,
Never-
but it's changed.
Never in my life did I say I'm not getting funny. Never did I say that.
You do look like a wee guy who would say that.
Never did I say
Doesn't
that.
he?
I bought loads. Fuck off. She
You're
goes,
like,
to, she goes
but
to a
where-
different school. Don't know her.
But where's... But where's this rumour come from? You've been blessed with a big piece. You said he started it?
Yes.
Right.
No,
he
I
started it.
I did not start it. I discredit it. I don't know where it came from.
It has
I
to
can,
be
I
you.
can
It's not-
specifically
it's
go
not
back
true.
till the episode.
Can
where
you
he
specifically?
said
I can
this.
Atlantically go back to the episode.
See what I mean? Do you see what I mean?
He's deflecting.
It's as well he's not a fisherman. That's all I'm saying.
Why?
Because my rod's too big.
I caught a fish this fucking big. Did you watch the
My hands
photograph?
don't go that
I didn't have my camera with me. You also couldn't fish because you couldn't reel it in. You fucking.
Exactly.
You what?
I forgot this isn't Mudblood. You can't say that.
I would use a net. Do you know what I mean?
Who's she?
Met her in Tinder. She's from Glengormley. She gets her kids in the weekends.
So, do you feel
Gets
under...
mine on her back. Sorry, go on. That's disgusting. Cut that, Daniel.
We're in Hollywood. Look at that sign.
Check Tinder. I bet you think I'm in Hollywood here for 3 hours. Big dick from the Braniel. Come on.
It's a new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I'm.
Big dick from the
His
Braniel.
message on Tinder is, can I meet you in your living room? I can't really negotiate stairs.
By the way, Big Dick and the Braniel sounds like the show before Little House on the Prairie.
Sounds like a movie Kieran Bartlett's watched. He's annoyed you haven't seen it.
Yeah, Steven
Have
Seagal.
you not seen Big Dick? Kurt Russell. Big Dick in the
Blurt Russell. Anyway,
Kiefer Sutherland. Big Dick in the Braniel.
Kiefer Sunderland. Southern.
Sutherland.
Sunderland in the Premier League? No.
Kiefer Sutherland.
But do you now feel under pressure that this rumour started?
I would.
I would.
Let them find out for themselves and be disappointed.
But you are going to
Right.
get some TikToker meeting you on Tinder.
Me.
And she's going to expose you. That's what's going
What
to
do you
happen.
think happens on TikTok?
She's going to expose you. She's going to come on TikTok and go,
Panorama, this guy
I'm
doesn't have a big dick.
I met the big dick from the Braniel Willie T, and trust me, it's not. It's more fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Well, then everyone's going to be like, you're just... What you've done there is met up with a wee disabled boy and went, oh, he has a wee dick.
I know, but you're putting it out that you have a big one, like the massive, like it's not even
I'm not
big.
literally
You're saying,
casting it out.
you were saying, you were literally saying I would have to adapt
Also-
my house for your big dick.
You also have got confused between fishing and Gangnam Style, if that's anything to go by.
Well, you cast out your rod.
Whoop,
Do you know what I mean?
whoop, whoop, whoop. Big dick Braniel style. Don't make up things that can be debunked. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Sorry. From you?
I'm just saying.
From
I'm
you?
just saying.
From you?
From me? What do you mean?
You have to let your kids grow up, Joseph Fritzl. Like, that's the... Like,
Now, are you glad that dating apps weren't around when we were younger men?
Definitely.
I think it's... I noticed and I'm not saying this about you because you're quite a confident guy and good at talking to people, but I noticed people are like, I'm flat out in this app, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and in real life, couldn't speak to a girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
It takes that away. It loses people's ability to actually have real conversations.
I think that's not only a dating app thing, that's like across every... Like, my sister's generation can't ring a taxi. Like, if my sister wants a taxi, it's like, can you ring it? I can't
They fear
speak
that
on the phone.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a generation that'll like send you a dick pic, but like won't order a Chinese on the phone. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I like they've no social interaction skills.
They'll show you a spring roll, but don't order one.
The best one I heard, like I knew about, I think it was Plenty of Fish. It wasn't even Tinder. There was a guy who was a mechanic from Ardoyne. And he fell out with his missus. They used to live down in Killock or something like that. And he moved back to Ardoyne with his ma. And he was like stuck in the house. Had been years away from Ardoyne. Didn't really know about the bars and going in. And his brother says, there's just saying Plenty of Fish. I think it was Plenty of Fish. And he went on it. And it told you how far away somebody was. So he got one that was like the bottom of the street.
Right.
And I was like, so would you walk down? And he was like, no, it was like the bottom of the street. Like, we live up a hill. He says, so she was like down and round a wee bit. He says, but she was like, if you get here in the next 3 minutes,
What?
it's just a wee interaction. Like, it wasn't a relationship or anything. It was like, come
3
on
minutes.
down, you get a
That's 3 minutes.
Yeah, so he was like, fuck it. And his brother's bike was in the hall. And he jumped on the bike and flew down. Got to your woman's house, went in, bucked her, and then she fucked him out. And the bike was away. So he took a picture outside her door and says, brother's bike was stolen from the front of his house. And your woman's brother-in-law seen the post on Facebook and sent it to your woman's husband who was working on an oil rig. And then he sent him a message. So in the space of like 2 hours, he had been down and bucked this girl. He met in Plenty of Fish, got his brother's bike stolen, put the post on Facebook, and then your man who lived in the house had sent a message and went, when I get back, you're fucking dead, you're in rape my wife. And he had to move out of yard out because your mom was coming back and they were going to kill him. So he exposed your woman, like all in the space of fucking couple of hours on Plenty of Fish. And he was like, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm just
fuck
going
the
out to
apps.
try and meet fucking girls in the next
Yeah.
I should have replied to him, don't need a bag, I've got your wife.
It's but like if you had said 15 years ago there'll be this app that does that thing, your mind would be blown.
Yeah.
But like the actual the art of conversation's definitely
Like,
being lost.
When we were going, we would have went to a place called Talakis. It was in Ardoyne. It was a nightclub. It was really brilliant.
Called
right?
what?
Talakis. And it was brilliant, right? So on the Saturday morning, a mate of ours came in and he was like, I met these 3 girls over in Talakis last night. We weren't at it. And Heskey had just passed his test and had his dad's car. It was
That's
an
Paul,
Astra.
not a meal for anyone.
I
watching.
think every time he goes Heskey, I just think you cut about
So
West Belfast with
this,
a meal
this
Heskey.
fella Dave is like, I've met these girls, we'll jump in the car, we'll go over and see what they're at. They've says they'll be knocking about all Saturday in their ma's house, right? So we were like, right dead on, where she live? I've only a phone number for her. Right dead on. We all jumped in the car, got over to our door, we're like, right Dave, where are we going? He says, how long I'll ring her? And he took out one of the cordless phones from the house. Remember they came out, but they had a fucking aerial that you pulled up.
Yep.
And he went, and Heskey went, what are you going to do with that? And he went, it's one of them new fucking cordless phones. You want to ring her? And Heskey went, we're in Ardoyne. Your ma's house is in St James's in the Falls. I think the range is a wee bit too much. You went, bollocks, it doesn't, it works. Fuck, it's not working. Genuinely fucking thought that would have worked outside. That's the way it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, you got a phone number for somebody.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even their phone number. It was their ma's house.
Yep.
So you had to ring up and you would have got some fucking outlaw answer going, hello. And you're like, this corner. And they're like,
I had to phone a girl. I had to phone a girl to ask her if she wanted to go see Justin Timberlake in 2002, 2003, and ring her landline, and her dad answered, and I said,
did he end up going with you?
I think I asked for Justin Timberlake. I was that nervous, and I remember like, Justin, I mean, your daughter, I want to take her to Justin Timberlake, and there was nothing more. Your heart would be pounding, sitting on your landline, phoning somebody else.
Yeah.
Is that lucky still going?
No. It's knocked down now, houses. But it was a brilliant nightclub.
See, I never did the phone call thing. I would have just went up to them like in person and tried to like ask them out.
And ring
that was
them?
always my thing. Yeah. Walk up there and be like, you are. No, but I remember the first time I ever asked someone out. There was a girl in my street. She was like 8 or 9.
Recently?
I was 24.
Hold on.
No, I was like 7 or 8, right? And instead of
She's an older woman?
ambition is the key to Willie T.
Here we go.
It's absolutely not.
That was your opening line.
She's near me.
Right.
Ambition is key.
Right.
But instead of like, flirting with her, or like trying to take her off from her friends, I just went up in front of everyone. Like everyone in the street was got like just out, and I was just like, "Oh, do you want to go with me?" And she just flat out went, no." And then I ran away, right? And my mates couldn't find me, and they said they found me in the next street by myself singing "I Don't Want to Know" by Mario.
He's a weird wee man, isn't he?
So he says about a man bringing out a fucking cordless phone. All right.
He's probably jumping off a bridge. Where is he? Just in someone's driveway. I don't wanna know if you're playing. You were a weird kid. Also weird to go
100%.
at an 8 or 9 year old. Go, I'll maybe not flirt with her. I'll go, who's having those thoughts? At 8 or 9, you just do things. Like you.
No, that's what I mean. There was no thought. I just went, "Oh, I like her. I'll just go
Right.
up and ask her." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the first time I ever got rejected. Just no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever recovered from that, to be honest.
But I like the confidence of just going up and doing
Just
it.
go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah.
Worst thing you'll get's a no, or a really, really emphatic no.
There was never more pressure than when you'd send your mate over and go, ask her, will she see me? And then your mate will go over. But
then
you
she'd wanna
knew
go.
you knew at one point he'd say that to her and she'd have to look over and make a judgment. So when she looked over,
So
you'd be
he just went, "They're gonna go now. Go with you instead." Fucking big
Well,
shagger.
that-
over
that-
here.
that-
I'll tell you why that happens,
Yeah.
right? And it's not even to do with looks. It's because it's
Big
a
dick.
confidence thing that you walked over and you're smiling at them, because you don't walk up with a big sour face and go, "Can you see my mate?"
Yeah.
You walk up with a big smile and go, "How's it going? I'm Paddy. Listen, that's my mate over. He's a bit in bars coming over to talk to you, blah, 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 blah. Can you see him? He's wearing the jean jacket, whatever. And she'd go, right. And you go, right. So, and she'd go, well, where's he from? What's he doing? Where are you from? What do you do? And the next minute, you've spent 20 minutes speaking to this girl. And then you're like, so what do you
Teenagers like,
think?
"What's he do? What's his
And
trade?"
then she was like, they were very careful where I came from.
So you
And,
spent 20 minutes chatting there?
And then you would walk away, and then he would go, what did she say? And you would go, she said she would go with me instead of you. Or
I don't want to know.
Willie T. So, but it was nothing to do. It was the fact that you got to know her before him, and you were smiling.
You sound like a shit mate, by the way.
No, what?
Ask that girl if you go with me. Come back 20 minutes later. We're
I ain't gonna
engaged.
ever- No, but that's the way it worked.
I know exactly what you mean, but what I mean is when you walked over and you go, someone go, will you go with my mate? She'd look over at you and you'd be standing like the middle of a disco, but you'd make it look like you weren't waiting to find out the answer.
Oh, you're like looking to see if she's looking at you, but you're getting your best side.
You
on.
pretend sometimes you'd pretend you were talking to someone across the dance floor.
Yeah. Sitting there with 2 glow sticks.
We used to go to Donegal and we met loads of wee girls from different places, Derry and fucking Cookstown and Coal Island, and we'd go up and visit them. And we went to Pink Pussycat, and Murph had got asked to go till Pink Pussycat was a nightclub in Cookstown.
Right.
And we were in it anyway, and Murph had got asked to go to the formal for the girls in somewhere in Dungannon, And he was like, I don't want to go on my own. And he says to the girl, can any of your mates take Paddy? And then I'm not coming up on my own to go to a formal. And this one girl, they were convincing her, and she was going, well, I have to meet him, see what he's like. And Murph says, they're coming down the stairs and he could see me on the dance floor and fucking going mental, right? And he was like, fuck me. Like, no text message or anything, like, calm down. And he says, Murph says that just by the time they got over to me, I was just standing with a pint. And they turned the girl around and Murph was like, this girl wants you to take her to the formal. And I spun around and he says, and I just boat all over. And Murph didn't even end up going to the formal. It was just like, cancelled.
So that's two stories. You trying to hook your mate up and then your mate trying to hook you up. And both times your mates miss out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did the story avoid you when you're trying to get the ride?
I was going to say, did you go to a formal? You've told me about your formal. You've told me
I
about
did
a
tell you
formal.
about my formal.
And that
Did
you
you
were
ever
just
go to
drunk.
formal?
I went to the Belfast Met formal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Just one?
Yeah.
I got through
I didn't
it.
go to my school formal
Why?
because I left in 5th year and I just didn't feel like a connection
Did
to
you
the
not
school.
get
or
your
anything.
GCSEs?
I did. I got my GCSEs, got one more point than I needed to get back in, and left and thought that was dramatic, but they never asked me to come back. Do you know what I mean?
So you were waiting on them ones coming to get you?
Yeah.
And they didn't?
No.
So you just
No, I
didn't go
wasn't.
back?
I knew I wanted to go to tech, and I actually did. I didn't think I'd hit the amount of GCSE points to get back in. And I didn't want to go back anyway,
Right.
but I did get one more, so that was like a nice wee thing for
Look, if
me.
you didn't get your essential skills, I can help you with that.
Imagine I started taking your course. Now, what is essential skills equivalent to?
Maths and English.
Oh yeah, I still don't have math GCSE.
I can get
Really?
that.
I've tried 3 times.
I can get you.
You are the kind of guy who could get me a maths GCSE
I tried.
for 30 quid.
I'm saying we should actually do it together. Like, and we'll do the result and see what we get.
No joke. We should make some sort of wee thing of
I
that.
can get you in my work. I can get you to do the actual. Like, we'll build up to it and then we'll do it and see what we get.
I failed maths 3 times.
I can get you.
But do I have to be good at maths?
No.
No, you just need to be passable at maths.
I
Give me a sum.
48 plus 21.
give me
69.
20 quid. And you
I knew what I was doing.
Give me what?
can do it. 20 quid and you can do it.
You'll get me my maths GCSE for 20 quid.
No, I'll get you to sit it for 20 quid. I
Right.
never says you're getting anything.
I
You
know
have
a
to
boy
do it,
in
no.
Sia. I can hook you up.
But then also, like, what might be the benefit for me at this point having it?
You never know when this could stop.
That's true. I always say that, and you're right.
Yeah.
It could stop.
But I don't think I'd ever be given a accounting job.
Accounting job.
I can't know, like, accounting. Like, not just accounting, but I suppose accounting is accounting.
Yeah.
But
Big
there's
brain
other
talk.
jobs you can do that have accounting that isn't being an accountant.
Like stacking shells. Go out and
Exactly.
lift 10 pallets.
Well, of course, yeah. I'm not good at. I'm like dyslexic, but for
What
maths.
if you weren't doing this?
Mhm.
What would you do?
That's numerically dyslexic.
I mean, it's it's 5 of one, half a dozen of the other. I would be. I mean, I genuinely, it would have to be something around what we do, maybe the writing side of it. But if you're saying it can't be like media, it has to be a totally different field. Fuck, I really don't know. I never had a thing when I was growing up that I was passionate about going into this thing as a job.
That's what I mean. Like, so there's
never.
nothing, like when you were 5, you didn't go, I want to be an astronaut? Or,
No.
do you know what I mean?
I don't think anyone who's not Scooby-Doo made that noise. What have you done?
Such a bad Scooby-Doo.
No, because they're good Scooby-Doo.
Excuse me.
Reggie?
I've
No.
seen your team playing. There's a lot of them noises get fucking made.
You
Alright?
haven't seen my team
Yes, I
playing,
have.
you 5-fingered fuck.
This is what I have to put up with. The immaturity of this man.
That old couple again. See, this is what I had to put up with him. I love her to bits.
What did you want to be?
Comedian was always what I wanted to be. Always.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. You?
Singing in that driveway, Mario didn't make him fucking...
I would have been a musician, but I can't play an instrument. So
That's
I
that's
thought
a
you
big
were in
barrier.
were you not in an orange band, no?
yeah, but I just walked.
He was an orange boy band though. They didn't do the flutes and all. They were just singing, dancing. Sort of.
Mario songs.
Yeah.
On 12.
What about you? What was your
A vet.
vet?
Yeah.
Up until what age?
13 probably.
Do you like animals? I didn't know
A
that. But
vet
you like
or a
animals?
priest genuinely was the 2 things that I said.
Really?
Suspect.
Yeah. It's only suspect because you're from one side of the community.
No, it's just suspect because you're just like, just give me something vulnerable. All right. Suspect,
That has
Patrick.
nothing to do with it. I was very holy when I
Suspect.
was younger.
So talk to me about vet first. Do you love animals? I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
You do?
Really like animals, yeah.
And
It's not fun.
was priest something you wanted to do, or were you being like, were people saying to you, you need to? Because a lot of people get pushed into it.
I think it was
The
just...
church were trying to sign him up.
No, my grannies were very religious and they would have brought me to mass every week.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I just thought it looked like... Because every priest drove a nice car.
And gets a carry out every week.
Aye, and they don't have a wife.
The priest
So I was
drink?
sort of like... Do they drink?
Fucking right.
They fucking drink on the altar. Like, actually doing their job.
Yeah.
And they let on their turn water in the wine and it's fucking...
do
the
they?
blood of Christ, aye.
They're not. Boys are knocking back a Sauvignon Blanc every day.
Like they swap it. It's meant to be like
Or
this
Malbec.
altar wine that you're meant to get sent in, and they just change the label
Hold
on
on.
it.
What about the priest who drinks white wine? Right, everybody, fuck yous and all.
If this doesn't
You
turn
don't even
red,
love me.
Am I not allowed to eat drink at this
there's one,
communion? No.
there's one in Lurgan drinks Buckfast. Where's Nick or Maxwell doing the mass?
So that's why they couldn't have it us. We just have priests doing vodka Red Bull.
Do you know what? I could quicker see you as a priest than a vet.
Probably.
What could you see me as if not a comic?
Like a milkman's apprentice. Do you know what I mean?
That sounds like a really shit Disney movie. I think I'd be like a salesman or something.
I could see you as like a
Shit like
little
that.
blacksmith. Or like a
What?
wee boy cobbler. I could see you as a child cobbler.
Escape the little boy thing for
I
a
could
minute.
see you as a cobbler that does child shoes.
Right?
Only.
I don't think I'd be great at that.
That's
Willie
right.
would be in a call centre,
Please,
right? And he'd be the guy that stands in the box going, "See your woman down there just joined our team. I bucked that bollocks out of her last night. So
It's a cheese string
I
in my
give her
hand.
the big dick. I give her the big dick." And
big
everybody's like,
Braniel dick.
everybody's like, "Don't listen to Willie."
I'd be a salesman probably. That's what I'd be.
Yeah.
I'd be great. I would be. Or
I could
or
see
a
you selling like
politician.
sidecars.
Sofas,
Or a politician.
DFS,
Sof 100% sofas.
Yeah.
Harvey Norman.
Yep. Yeah.
Hi,
That's
I'm
my
Willie
grandma's
T from the Braniel. Big D as they call me in here. I get you.
Oh yeah,
0%
nothing makes
for
me
free.
buy a sofa quicker than a salesman with a big dick. I mean, I like the interest rates, I like the colour, but what are you packing, Stephen? What are you talking about?
You're the typical salesman talking balls. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. That's
I-
what I'd be.
Like, I did work in a call centre, and it was, I think if I really wanted to be, I'd have been okay at it. I think I'd be quite good at sales because I can talk to people. But I always think it's easier said than done. If you work in a call centre, you do sales, and you're good at it, then you can sell anything. It doesn't matter what it is, you are able to sell things.
Yeah.
So you should then think, like, why could I not just go and sell like a high end type thing? You know,
Yeah.
I know people that's went from retail like clothes, and they're in furniture now because there's a lot more money in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
See, I don't like the whole. Part of it is you've got to like, strike a relationship with people, and any sales job you put a wee bit of pressure on people. But if we go into a sofa shop, I do feel that like he needs a sale, and that would make me just buy it. Does that make sense?
But that's it. You have to play it off like, I don't need the sale. I'm doing this to help you.
Yeah.
I don't need your money. I just want you to have a good sofa.
Yeah, but what if you were like, if you're working concentrics, why are you not selling helicopters?
Because
Should
they're
I get-
selling O2 contracts.
I know, but then if you can do that and you're good at that, why would you not sell?
Oh, I thought
like,
you meant, why are you
helicopters?
not ringing people up in concentrics and being like, do you want a Are you unhappy with your phone deal? Have a helicopter.
Well, can I either give you more data or a chopper? It's up to you. And that's what you call yourself in the call centre.
Chopper?
All right, it's chopper here. we
Are
need
you
to get
just
you on
angry 'cause
page you
I'm known
go.
for having a big dick and you have a dick that's like a homework diary, just all drew on and stuff? Is that why you're angry at me?
I'm back to wallpaper.
I don't even know where he's going with this here. Like.
You're at one of your live shows. You're really gonna have to put him on the spot and get him to get it out. I mean, it's problematic in 2022, but you're okay. See, I think he's playing everyone's bluff because he's like that. And what?
Even
Nobody's
if it
going
was,
to ask to see it.
Yeah, it's true. But if they don't and you do, you're both be doing Mudblood from Macabry, which actually would be good, great crack.
oh, we like Johnny Cash and Folsom. We should do a
That's a
Mudblood
modern
from
equivalent.
Macabry.
Yep.
He would last about 2 minutes in Macabre.
Yeah. I could see you not want- I could see you not
He
want-
actually seems like somebody I've met in McGabry, and I feel sorry for him, and I've took him under my wing so he don't get his bollocks.
Yeah.
I could see you not wanting to come out of McGabry. I think you'd enjoy the crack. You'd be playing pool, like you'd be like, fuck it. we'll
Yeah,
do
out
another
of the
couple
two of us,
days.
I'm the one that seems to have been in McGabry. All right, man. Cool.
He's so cheeky.
Isn't he?
He is cheeky.
He's so used to that he knows that I won't lift my hand to him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
just he's
I'm
at
like
that
this
stage.
with everybody, though.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable around you guys now, and I am
when
cheeky.
he's on his own with me, he's very, very nice.
Yeah.
I'm always nice.
Your relationship is nice. Cause you just get at each other.
Yeah.
But I could see you putting on Disney Plus at the end of the night, wee thin blanket, nothing sinister, and him just getting right under your arm and putting his wee head in, and you look up at him and say, "I love you, Daddy." I could see that. And I think you would both actually like it.
Weird thoughts. Don't
No,
you?
I think you would both like
We
it.
have when we have trips away, we get on very, very well.
How well?
Not that one.
But like
I'm happy
weirdly,
enough to share a bed with the man, but
Right.
there's no cuddles.
weirdly, when we go away, I'm the more adult one because you just turn into a child because you love annoying me. Like if
I'm
we're
the
sharing a
one-
hotel room, he'll lie in the bed and just like do the wee angels on the bed and just go like. Wah!
I'm the one that organises
Swear to God, he
the
does that.
travel
Right.
and get until the bus station in time. Does that sound like the
But as soon as you
immature
do that,
one? That was done here in Port Royce. That wasn't done.
there's a wee bit of Gaza about
That
you.
wasn't done in a fucking.
I was trying to write my set list for a show and he was on the bed just going. Wah!
I thought that would be a wee bit of an insult. Just came out of my mouth. I went, "There's a wee bit of Gaza about you," and Paddy went, "Of course." Like apparently Gaza. I think it was the 1990 World Cup. All the England players were like night before a game would be trying to get a good sleep, and Gaza would just rap everyone's door and just like in the middle of the night they just say like, "Oh, do you want to like talk to me?" or like, "I can't sleep," and all.
I used to do that on my football trip.
Really?
But yeah, but with Shakers couldn't really run away that fast. But
Oh,
You'll
you
see,
rap
we-
the door and run.
Yeah.
He was looking for company, like.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Normally, would like before a game, you'd get like 5 or 6 people sit and play cards.
Yeah.
I would need the company, like.
Where would you love to do the podcast that isn't Ireland, UK, anywhere like that? If you had to go outside again,
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam would work, wouldn't it?
I think what we need to do where people know it in a sense. There's people in Australia, so Australia would probably be great
Yeah.
doing it in like a GAA club in Australia
Or a Rangers bar in Australia, either. I'm not that fussed.
or
Or an Orange Hall in Australia.
There is none.
There's no
There's
Orange,
an Orange
Halls
Hall
in
in
Australia.
Africa. I know that
How do you know that?
because I've seen a documentary about it.
Vice, the Orange Hall in Africa.
Paisley set up a church in Africa and they have an Orange Hall.
That's outstanding. I want to go.
I'll
We need
I'll
to pitch to
pay
the
for you.
BBC us going to these weird, like sectarian places.
Calling
and
Africa weird?
No,
I
sectarian.
Can we Dan make sure that doesn't make the edit?
Africa's weird.
Africa's weird? What do you mean?
No.
What do you mean?
Having sectarian venues
sectarian?
in weird locations.
So
Oh
the
yeah,
Orange Order-
Africans
so
like
the
yeah.
Orange Order
South
sec-
Africa was a bit sectarian in
is
its
the Orange
day.
Order sectarian?
Yeah,
Pardon?
What?
yeah, probably a bit. I mean, in construction.
Yeah, it's all
Catholics
good, it's all
aren't
good.
allowed in it.
Any
Even
gigs
I
coming
wouldn't
up,
have said
Paddy,
it.
or,
I'm thinking of going to
started
fucking
it.
Scotland.
as though I'm not gonna just go.
Me and Shane just stand in the street and Willie's standing, there's a broken window and they're like, did they put the stone in my hand? And we're like,
Orange Order cocktail, what were you saying? Baby, you should let me love you. Just in someone's head.
we were talking about this the other day in the Mudblood, like Protestant funerals are totally different from Catholic funerals.
Right.
And I only realised that, so it was like the songs that they play.
See, in like a Catholic funeral, it's all like in him, with him.
Yeah, we're all like for the drink and having
Okay.
a crack and talking at the thing, but once it goes till like the chapel,
Yep.
it's like somber and
Yep.
you know, there's no can be a wee bit of wit.
There's no jazz hands at a Catholic
but
funeral.
the Protestant funerals is like you're a superstar carrying the coffin out till Scooter, you know, it's just
Someone's getting married to
think
fly
that
in the wings
I
of
have
love.
told people about this and they're like, you're winding me up, and I'm like,
No, is it a bird? Is it a plane? It must be Dave. He's dead. He's died.
I have seen many of people be buried to DJ Sammy Heaven. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean,
Baby, you're all that I want.
I totally understand. I've probably been to, say I've been to 6 of each, right? And you're right. The Catholic funeral, there's more. You don't hear that. You don't hear that at a Protestant funeral. It's a bit jazz. There's a wee bit. The music is a wee bit jazzier, but then it's not as much as of a spectacle. And the Catholic funerals are a bit more of a throw. It's a bit more.
It's a celebration. It's a sacrament. It's a celebration of life in a
Right.
sense. So that's where that comes from.
Right.
A lot of bollocks, like.
Yeah.
But I always find Catholic funerals a lot of bollocks. I really do.
Yeah.
I find it hard not to laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Right, and that's why you wouldn't have been a good priest, because they're like, dearly beloved.
I think I would have made a good priest. Like, I would have modernised the Catholic fucking church.
Yeah, that's what they want.
You single-handedly.
You want a funeral done Friday? Fuck, I don't know.
Do a funeral, throw in a mass.
Sunday, I'm gonna be hungover. Stick them rosaries up your hole.
Catholics don't do funerals on Sunday.
Doing it?
No.
Right.
Why? Closed on Sunday.
They're already too busy doing mass. Like, I
True,
can't double
clean
job,
up.
like, you know what I mean?
What would you want your funeral song to be?
Oh, that's so good.
Mario.
Come back to me. Oh, I think I would like to do at my funeral. I'd like to do what like Graham Chapman did when he died from Monty Python.
What was that?
Instead of like having a really sad service, he just had all the pythons come up and roast him. So John Cleese came up and he
So
went.
they all cremated him? Big John Cleese with a flamethrower?
I think
Fuck.
the first ever pump up flamethrower.
Doing them up like a creme brulee.
So he would go. He'd go up. He goes, "Graham Chapman's is dead, and good riddance to good rubbish. He was a no good, cheap, lousy bastard." And he was just slobbering about him. But it was like what Graham Chapman.
Is
asked
this
him
was
to
this
do.
filmed? And it was
Yeah,
funeral?
yeah, it's filmed.
Class.
Yeah, that wasn't at it.
Right. Will he do an open spot on it?
So I think I would go for that, and we'd just have like a really silly song that just wouldn't suit the mood.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why can't we be friends? As I'm going down. What would yours be?
Firestarter by the Prodigy.
Cremated.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would just want silence and people crying. That's it.
Alright,
Big
you
blackboard
fucking
with
sushi
numbers
with
on it.
Yeah. No, I
Oh, that's a sound, is it?
MC Beezer woke up in Limavady, and then find out how many people were at it and try and get some PRS for that, try and get some kickback into my state.
Yeah, fair. If we're gonna go sad with it, I'd go Long and Winding Road by the Beatles.
Nice.
It's a nice wee sad
Kieran
song.
Bartlett would have a raffle at his.
I thought you said a raffles at his.
Not two! Raffles in a raffle. Can everyone meet in Andy Town to get a pasty supper?
If there's a raffle at Kieran's funeral, we need to check that he's not faking his own death. 100%.
He would make the money be buried with him, like a pharaoh from Egyptian. Just all the raffle prizes in his fucking wee tomb. And a cursing everybody. Fuck you!
And somehow his coffin will be late for his funeral because of the West Wing. They'd start, a bit like this podcast, they'd have to start the service and then it would come in late. And just from inside all you hear is...
I would be late for my own funeral. I would.
Definitely.
Hundo.
Yeah.
Can't believe this guy with brain damage isn't great with time management, but whatever.
Do you want us to put a bit of a lineup together for your funeral? Paddy, will we do a wee turn on his funeral?
Yeah, yeah.
Is he going to die before us? Keeps the fucking cheek up, he will.
Is that a threat, Mr. McDonnell?
No, I'm thinking more the fucking Orange Order's coming after you that night. You know what I mean?
No, I think it's all good.
You think they're alright?
I'm allowed. They like me. I'm allowed to dislike them.
Right.
It's the DUP don't like me, but the Orange Order like me.
He's fucked.
Isn't
You're fucked.
Oh no. So scared.
The
Since,
com-
since Sinn Féin's became the biggest party in the north, he's
Weirdly,
changed his thing,
they
isn't it?
like me more than the DUP do.
Yeah,
You're
'cause
deluded. Why do all these political parties like you?
Well, when I did the filler, there was loads of representatives, not from the
You're
DUP.
saying shit. You're saying you did the fela and Jerry Adams, Alex Maskey, Trina Rand, they were all coming.
This may blow your mind.
Big Braniel dick. Big Braniel dick.
This may blow your mind. More than 3 people in a political party. Like, it's not just 3 dudes.
Trina Rand's not a dude. Again, he's calling out more people.
African
You're
Orange
wild.
Order.
Debatable.
You're wild.
He'd definitely not be back at after that.
And here, you can't go into your only option at this point is probably Asia, because you can't go to Africa because you'll show up and they'll be like, how are we weird?
I
He
like
does
Asia.
look like somebody that would end up in Thailand, doesn't he?
Yes. He will end up in Thailand and he'll do banana boat tours. That's what you'll end up doing.
With the wee hat and all on.
Yeah.
What's a banana boat tour?
You'll do like banana boat tours, and for some reason people will be like, oh, banana boat like in the sea and all on behind the speedboat, and you go, no, banana boat tour, and I don't know what that means, but that's what you would do.
Okay, I don't know what a banana boat is.
Look it up. Google it.
Okay, I'll do it after.
Um,
You could just tell me.
but
Don't need me to think about it.
what's the most, being serious, what's the most you have ever annoyed each other, whether it was on a podcast, during a recording, before, after a recording? Has there been an incident where you were like, going to lose it? Don't have to go into specifics.
When I had to pick up Connor Burns, I was gonna fucking kill you. I mean, I was seconds from leaving the show.
The
I was
funny
fuming.
thing about it was Connor Burns rang me and says these exact words: "Paddy, where is this spastic?" And I literally had to drop the phone.
So, this is
Connor sent me a message and I was like, "Connor, would you like to do the podcast again?" And he was like, "Yes, mate. Sound, mate. That's brilliant, mate. When are you talking, mate? We're doing it now, mate. No, it's on Wednesday. Where do you want picked up? In the house, mate. Give me his address. Will you be there? Yes, mate." That morning, I got 20 phone calls. "Where are you, mate?" "No, it's 7 o'clock. You're getting picked up at 12 o'clock. Right, mate. Right, mate. Right, mate. I phoned Willie T. "Will you pick him up on your way over?" "Yes, mate." I know it's the same voice.
I'm not
the
Burns,
same-
fuck off.
Same voice for the same. "Yes, mate, no problem, mate. I'll get him, mate." "What time, mate?" 12 o'clock, mate. "Sorry, mate, I'll get him, mate. No problem, mate." Willie T rings me, 12:15. "Where is he?" "He's in the house." "Are you sure, mate?" "He's not here, mate." I mean, hold on 2 seconds, I ring him. So I rang Connor. "Where are you?" "I'm up the Antrim Road, mate." He says, "Are you at the
Antrim
house?"
Road.
"No, mate, I'm up at the Antrim Road, up at the petrol station, mate. Come and get me there, mate." "Okay, mate." Rang him. He's up at the petrol station. "What one, mate? What one?" Mate?
I resent this because I went, right, I'll go to the petrol station. Got
And
there.
then Willie sends
No, I'm in
back,
the Fitzwilliam or Fort William one.
There's two petrol stations on the Antrim Road here. Hear me? Yes. He's not at the first one. We'll go to the second one. Drove to the second one. He's not here either. We'll go back to the first one. Went back to the first one. Connor rings me back. "Where is this spastic, mate?" And I'm like, "He's at the petrol station." "He's not, mate. I'm out the front. He's not here." "Well, he's at one of the petrol stations. Just go and find him." He sends me a message back at 25 past and goes, "If he's not at this next one, I'm coming over here. I'm thinking this is a wind up. You're winding me up. He's not about." I says, "No, he's not. He's
I
here."
was fucking
And then he found him walking down the Antrim Road eating a sausage supper.
just walking down carrying a chippy. I was like, fucking house are you in, Connor? He's like, right, Willie, mate.
So that's the most annoyed you've been with him?
Yeah.
Because he thought I said him.
Because I thought he was mine. Because that's something he would
You
do.
would, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Or
see
there's
that.
times I will be like needing information, like, "Paddy, where's the venue for this gig?" Or, "I'm on my way, are you there?" And he'll just send me like a photo of Connor Burns. I'm like, that's not the information I need right now. It's very funny, but please
I
tell
was
me.
more letting them know you found Connor Burns.
Yeah, you can find, you can
You
find
can
Glenn Avery.
find, you can find a venue.
Yeah.
What's the most he's ever annoyed you?
I
You don't like it when he's late.
don't like it when he's late.
By the way, you've been late the last 2 weeks to Mudblood, but we'll let that slide. It's alright when you do it though.
Oh, no, mummy and daddy.
No, when he's
Exactly.
there, he goes, "I thought it was half 2. We're meant to be here." And I'm like, "Well, me and Sean were both here for 2." He goes, "Well, I thought it was half 2." That's
I
what he'll
actually
do when
tell
he's
them
late.
it's lies.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if I say 2 o'clock, it takes till 22 to get set up, be in. And
Yep.
so I tell them it's
Yep.
2 o'clock, and then I went in at 2:30 because then
Right.
it's set up and then we're ready to go.
But when I do that, it's terrible. But go on, sorry.
So that's it. He doesn't annoy me any other way. I understand that he has his issues. I'm very
He has his
understanding.
demons.
He's a good kid.
He just hates that clock.
All sinners have a past, all sins have a
What
future.
has he done on you that's annoyed you?
The time I threw that burger over there.
Oh yeah.
And he went, "Shane doesn't eat burgers."
For anyone who doesn't know,
You denied that happened to me as
it
well.
did. It also didn't happen. Right. For anyone who doesn't know, You were supposed to come and do a podcast. Paddy was already here. We were eating lunch. You got
Bear
the
in mind,
wrong
I
day.
had never been to the studio when you.
He was there the day before.
What did you say?
He was in here the day before.
No, but I hadn't done the podcast in here.
Right.
I'd only done a Zoom.
Whatever happened, we were eating lunch and I got a text from you that said, now, the flag up until this point, my lunch order came wrong 2-3 times in a row. And I was basically like, I got a text from you and it was like, wrong day or whatever, I've got mixed up. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's great. Because we have to change things all the time.
To do it.
So I went.
He says, where's the Zoom link for this?
Yeah.
You were looking for the
That's
Zoom
why,
link.
because I hadn't done an in-studio podcast.
Yeah, and it was no issue because I've dropped out of things, blah blah. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, he's got that, blah blah. And then I opened my burger and it's the wrong order, and I was like, oh, and this is the extent of it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Paddy gets on to William.
It was the flying
What
boot
have you done on
incident.
Shane? Here he is. What have you done on Shane? You went, what? I had to drop out.
I'd
Paddy
never
goes,
seen you angry before. That was the first time I seen you angry.
I was only angry because I got my burger wrong, and I wasn't even. This was the extent of me being angry. Oh, for fuck's sake! He told you, and to be honest, it's one of those jokes that got funnier as it went on because I started to then believe it.
Yeah.
He told you, I was there when he said you couldn't do the podcast, and he's got his burger, as in like he's enjoying his burger up to that point.
Yeah.
And then he's wrapped it in tinfoil and he's fucked it across the room.
I didn't
into
even
a
hear
bin.
the wrap it up in tinfoil. I thought you'd got it and just fucked it at that
But
sound.
then you said to me about it, and I said no, mate. I was like, nah, that's not really what happened. But then you were like, then you said to him, I was chatting to Shane, and he said that was it just, and then you went.
When
and
I
you
went to Willie,
I went, someone's lying to me.
When I said to Willie, he fucked his burger across the room.
Yep.
His exact words to me was, "Ha ha, you're lying. Shane doesn't eat burgers."
I love it. That's a bit. You're like Pluto. You're like, he doesn't eat burgers.
Because this is where his lies unfold, because he always leaves a wee
Did
detail.
you say that?
Wee breadcrumb.
Did you say that?
Would you be
Shane
allergic
doesn't eat
to?
burgers. I did say it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that was my like Columbo moment, because
Yeah.
you always leave a wee detail in your story, and that's how I catch you.
Right.
And I thought he's made a mistake, because I've never seen Shane eat a burger, but you had eaten a burger that day.
Yeah.
I'd
never
never
seen
seen
you eat a
a burger
burger.
before that too. Like, but I didn't assume that you just didn't eat burgers.
I do eat burgers,
I didn't.
but you
think
probably
did.
thought I couldn't get a.
Do you know,
gluten-free
I've never
bun.
seen
That's
you eat a
exactly
sausage roll, so I don't know.
Oh, you'll never-
I wouldn't assume.
And you never
that-
will.
See, if you see me eat a sausage roll, I'm going back to the call centre. Everything's
Yes.
gone wrong.
Right.
Everything's
But
gone
that's
wrong.
my point.
Yeah.
I know that you probably wouldn't eat a sausage roll.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I'm
it
saying.
I would if I
Says-
could, but I can't.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'd
Yes.
love to.
Yes.
I would love it.
I also have never seen
That's,
you drink
you sound like a
full
man
carton
who's
of
not
milk.
allowed to see his kids.
Never.
I would if I
But you
could,
can't.
but I can't.
No.
But you would have before.
Yeah.
Yes, but not now. So my point is, I would never assume that you just don't eat anything. Like if somebody said to
thank
me,
you.
I seen Shane fucking a burrito across the road, I wouldn't go, you're lying, cunt, you don't need a burrito.
He would fuck a burrito bowl. You know, from like Bujan.
Yeah,
like
well, if
the-
someone told me he's eating the burrito, I'm like, that's not changed. Shane wouldn't eat a burrito.
Yeah.
It's too much. You couldn't get that gluten free.
Just stop. it
That's
too
not
much.
what he would eat.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can get a burger, obviously, because he had one.
Some
He
places,
did,
yeah.
and I'm still, even though he's sitting here telling me, I'm still struggling to believe it. But
Yeah,
here it
yeah.
is, do you know what I mean? But I
He
thought
had a
that
burger
was.
and chips, and actually you left out a lot of it because you says do you want one of them, and I had already been eating them.
That's right.
Did
So
you?
I
Was it a
took-
genuine offer, or was
I
it
Yeah,
he was eating them
genuine
and you were
offer.
going,
I
do
think
you want one, mate?
no,
Genuine
I
offer.
thought he was sort of going, you're just eating my chips. I
Here,
thought-
here's my. You might think this is wrong, but like when we had Butler on and he was telling the story about the hotel room in Strabane, I said to people,
Yeah.
"Is this wrong for etiquette?" Here's one thing about me. Say I'm ordering food and I go, "Do you want anything?" and you say no, and then you then can't touch
I agree with that.
any of my food.
100%.
See if you and someone only want one or two,
No.
I'll get you a whole chip,
Yeah.
and you can eat one or two. I won't. They're your chips, they're not mine.
I agree with
told you he
that.
was a cunt, didn't I?
No, I agree with that.
Oh,
Because
see, when it comes to sharing chips,
yeah,
cunt.
yeah. No, but like it's not like.
Guess
you're
we
ju-
drink. Sometimes I go out with if me and my dad go out and have food, my dad doesn't have a drink with his meal. Not water, not a beer.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, listen, nothing. And wait staff come round and go, I'll get you a wee water. And my dad's like, I don't think you understand. No liquid is going to touch my mouth. I don't. He doesn't have a drink. He'll have a couple cups of tea in the house. But my point is, if I get a Diet Coke, here's him. Gives a wee slug of it. Hear me. No, I'll get you a Diet Coke. He goes, I don't want a full one. I go, I know you don't. But
you're not
I
having
want
that
this
amount.
amount. I want this amount. I prepared myself for that amount, not that amount.
What age is your dad?
It's 89. No, he's 72, which is still really old.
72, and he wouldn't give him a drink of Diet Coke. What type of a cock?
I'll get him his own.
He'll buy him a full one.
I'll buy him a 2-litre bottle
He's
of Diet
72.
Dennis, I'll buy you a 2-litre bottle of Diet Coke.
Dennis comes from a generation where
You slurp. You have a wee
like a
slurp.
Diet, like you just like here. Look, I'll get you whatever Diet Coke you want.
Really big balls.
Do you-
I'm running the boat.
And
Listen, you
he's
get
like,
a Diet Coke.
See,
You
back
get a
in the
Diet Coke.
day, we wasn't even you drank out of the drain. Do you know what I mean? That's disgusting behaviour.
No, I agree. It's not
I
like...
get him a drain of Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I get him a spout.
See, in the shipyard, we had to drink our own piss. You know what I mean? For our lunch. And put nuts and bolts in it.
Why
just
do
to
you
make
all?
it
Why
nice.
do you all like exactly like you said? See, when we were in the shipyard, like you never worked the ship. People
Did you ever
say-
offer let your mate have a slurp of your own piss, or
I
did he
said
have
to
to
my
get his
kids,
own?
see when I was younger, I got my ballet snack then.
What?
By my man dad, like.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean? You're very lucky.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
That had nothing to do with anything.
No, it had to
Oh,
do with
sometimes
what
my
we're
dad
talking
wants to
about.
drink
back
in my
in-
Coke.
I
My dad
do-
used to kick my fucking.
I do it with my kids now. Like
What,
you
you
go,
kick their
like you
fucking-
go, like you go to. You better eat that chicken nugget and chip meal from fucking McDonald's. There's wee kids in Africa starving would love that.
Weirdos.
We kids in an orange hall in Africa, starving.
Don't get Willie started on that.
Willie's gonna work in the McDonald's in Africa that's next to the Orange Hall. Here you go, you wee weirdos. Just wee kids in Africa.
I remember what-
Sizes on going, God save the Queen, and he's like, fuck off, you wee weirdo.
Mate, they don't even know it's Christmas, the weirdos.
Oh fuck! Of course they know it's Christmas.
Do you not know? You ever seen Live Aid, mate? Quite a big fucking concert.
Yeah, it was a live. It wasn't TV.
Why
He was alive for Live Aid. I like
Live
when he
Aid.
did that.
A live. Oh. You want?
Your brain just fires shit out like that.
No, but I remember watching it. Like it's not like I remember it physically happening. You have to go on YouTube to see shit.
No,
like that.
I remember seeing the second one, which was also called Live Aid.
I was shit though.
I wasn't sitting there as 8 years old going, I prefer the original. I'm just saying I saw it. It wasn't
That's like
critique.
saying I watched the Titanic, so like it's the same as like the real one leaving Belfast.
No, it isn't. No, it's not.
It fucking is.
Know what it's like going, I've seen Die Hard, well, I've seen Die Hard 2. It's like that. It's not like going, oh, I saw the actual Titanic ship, well, I saw the movie, it's the same. It's nothing like that.
100%.
No, it isn't. No, it
100%
isn't.
is.
I said I saw a Live Aid concert, and you're like, fucking, were you alive for the fucking First World War, were you? No, I'm just saying I saw Live Aid.
Speaking of concerts, I saw a few people sneaking in last night, which I appreciated. I was like, that's old school. When you were going to raves
Hard
back in the
to
day,
sneak
concerts through Ormo Park.
Right? The maddest one ever was Frankie Boyle at the Fela, because it was, they weren't allowed to talk about it, they weren't allowed to advertise it, and it sold out in an hour.
Right.
And there was meant to be 6,000 people, and literally it was like a zombie thing happening, because they came in over the walls of the graveyard, they came in over the
Holy fuck.
like it was crazy. It was just like, and they couldn't stop it.
Because there was so many.
There was just too many. Like it was like one big
Into a
fucking-
tent? Big
It was
tent?
a big tent, and they literally couldn't stop the people
Jesus
from
Christ.
getting in. So there was 9,000 people in the tent, and the people at the back seats. So obviously there was meant to be 4,000 people sitting down. The whole middle aisle for walking into the tent was just people standing, and up the sides and up the aisle. So people were sitting in their seats going, I can't see and I can't hear,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it spoiled the gig.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Whereas last night it maybe wouldn't have been noticed as
You
much
wouldn't have
because it was
noticed, I'm
outdoor.
sure. 2 kids.
But that in that tent, it ruined the gig.
Yeah.
Imagine being on stage and it's like, oh, there's 1,000 in, and you go out, there's about 8,000 out there. You're like, someone's
Yeah.
lied to me
I was
here.
like, our down flat.
I was, yeah. There's about
Booked us
four,
and they were like, do you want to come and do the flat or down?
there's
I was
about
like,
40 tickets sold.
There's only 40 tickets sold, and we get in, and there was like,
There's a jam out about 300 people in that room.
no, there was more than that. I'm telling you now, there was no standing room. Like,
Yeah.
That was one of the hardest, but also best gigs.
Yeah, I remember you saying you really enjoyed it.
I literally just because people didn't stop talking.
Yeah.
So I went in with the
I
attitude
said
of,
to him, you need to go out there like a
Machine
gunslinger.
gun.
I
Just
went
go,
out and I was like, you're gonna listen to me. So I was like screaming my
Even though
material.
you're all weirdos.
Someone went, I was like, oh, England got eliminated from the World Cup, and grown men were crying, and some guy was like, I didn't cry, and I went, if I looked in the mirror, I'd cry if I were you, you ugly C-word. And that's how I opened,
Right.
and that set the tone.
The type of person he is.
Yeah.
Well, that's, but like,
I wouldn't go into the Braniel and say, you're an ugly cunt, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, do.
I go in the brand new and go, all priests are pedos. You know, that's what I open with.
Yeah.
Because that's when you get them on stage.
Well, unless you're being heckled by a priest, that wouldn't have done me any good there. Someone's heckling me, all priests are pedos. Sweet, I've nothing to do with anything. But you know, like, it depends who you're. For you, I'm a lot hard. Like, when I open for you, I'm a lot more aggressive because the crowd are more aggressive. When I open for you, I'm a very lovely wee boy, I think.
You sing the Lighthouse family?
I do, yeah.
What's your favourite food? Out of all
Crisps.
food? No, I mean specifically. Let me ask you this.
Crisps.
Death row meal, starter, main, dessert. Has to be realistic. You can't say a million of this or whatever. So you're allowed one drink. We're going to finish on this. You're allowed one drink with each course. Shoot. Starter.
Salt and chili chicken, but a good salt and chili chicken from a Chinese. Not one of these, I went to a pub and got like a salt and chili chicken
Right.
from like a Mandarin city. Salt and chili
Drink.
chicken. Jameson and Coke.
Paddy.
Starter, vegetable soup,
Serious?
wheaten bread,
Wheaten bread. Drink.
Put me on the chair
cup
now.
of tea.
Cup of tea. Nice. Good start. I'm going chicken wings in like a nice thick barbecue sauce, but
Yeah.
quite a sweet one.
Yeah, nice and thick, yeah.
And my drink is going to be a pint of Dr. Pepper.
And what for your dad?
Huh? He can have a
Because your
sip.
dad's going to be sitting there
If
going, can I have a sip, Brett? And you're like, this is my last.
Last meal.
This is my
Yeah.
last one. And he's like, I don't want the whole thing.
Okay, I need
just
2
want-"
pints in and I need one for him.
Yeah.
He's getting a
And
separate
they're like,
pint.
you can't
Do you want
change.
chicken wings? Because they're easy to throw across rims.
Main. It's your last meal.
Carbonara.
ever. Nice wee bits of bacon in it.
Yeah, the pancetta, not even bacon, pancetta.
Okay. Drink.
Again, Jameson and Coke. I'm going on that electric chair, fucking hammered.
Paddy main.
Nice lasagna and chips, coleslaw,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
2 rounds of nutty crust bread.
Oh
buttered
yeah.
On both sides.
You can have
Buttered
any,
on both sides.
you can have anything you want.
No,
in the
no, no.
world.
I'm with him.
Not
Drink.
Drink for that, we'll go for a pint of footballer special
From Derry.
from Donegal.
From Donegal. For my main, I'm going big cheeseburger, onion rings on it, nicely dressed, and a big nice plate of chips on the side. Going just cheeseburger and chips.
We're assuming that this would happen. Like,
No, it does.
here-
This is just fun. This
but-
is just pretend.
But if they were, like, if they did have death row here, you know for a fact, if you said that,
Yeah.
you'd have some big screw from Bagger going, fuck up.
It's
that
fish
guy.
fingers and chips.
They're
Yeah.
getting fucking microwave chips and fucking.
See, if they
Some
tried to
people
give
love
me
that.
chips for my last meal, I'm going to jail for 4 murders. Like,
Right.
I'll go for people, like.
My drink
Hate
for
chips.
that is I maybe go a pint of Guinness for that. I don't necessarily think that's a good pairing, but out of necessity, I will. Dessert.
Oh, and fuck, see, this is my favorite part. I love it. Like, I would forgo
your
a
last
starter
one?
for dessert. I think like a chocolate cake with a really, really high quality vanilla ice cream. Like a
Oh yeah,
really
keeping
good
it
one.
simple, not too much. Drink.
Yeah. Am I allowed to forgo the drink if like a wee joint after?
No,
A wee joint.
you're a prisoner.
I'm just going to officer like just wee smoke.
No, you've murdered people and you're being sentenced to death, so you can't have drugs.
God. Then just 4 more Jameson and Coke.
Okay, Paddy, last dessert.
Last dessert would be a fresh fruit pavlova
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Marks and Spencer's while they're playing Albatross,
Right.
and a kiwi, cucumber, and kale.
You going on a health kick right at the minute? Right at the minute you're about to die.
Yeah.
Diet starts tomorrow, mate. You'll be dead in 6 minutes.
I just want some cunt to be at the back to go. He got his bread butter on both sides. Like, he had 2 heels from a nutty crust.
That'd be so
Why does he want me to make this?
go on the death row and you're just like, oh, I was just starting the death.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, if I had to get the Nutri-Bullet out now, for fuck's sake, it's all them pats the fucking clean. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going. My final dessert. I'm going apple crumble with custard and a big mug of tea.
Heated?
Yeah.
Do you heat both or one or the other?
I would normally heat my tea.
He's a wild head. He is a fucking. Do you know what? I might join the Orange Order so that I can carry out the fucking.
I don't
I'll
think
not
they'll let
eat
you
the
in, mate, to be honest.
Apple crumble, yeah. If it was apple pie and custard, I wouldn't eat the apple pie, but I eat apple crumble and custard.
Both of them are heated.
Yeah.
See,
You
I
have
would,
to leave one cold. You have to leave
yeah,
one cold.
I would heat the
Everyone's
food.
saying, yeah.
Heat the food, keep the custard cold. That's what I would go for.
You
Really?
have to leave one. You have to.
All
You
right,
watch
mate.
Gordon-
Whoa.
Watch Gordon
Is this a
Ramsay.
stick
I mean, they're
Let's
gonna
go
kill him. What are
back
they gonna do if he asks for both? Like, he's already dying.
I'll go.
But I know what you mean.
I'll go the apple crumble cold then. Hot
It's
custard.
like having like a hot chocolate fudge with ice cream in it.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
They're that cold and the warm together.
That's fair.
Do you ever remember in school dinners they used to give
No,
like a
mate,
wee
didn't
sponge
go.
cake? A wee sponge cake, a little bit of icing.
Just a plain
The
sponge
coconut,
with ice.
yeah, coconut.
Oh,
coconut on the top.
But
the
they give you
plain
hot
sponge.
custard with it. Oh,
Yeah. I would love that.
That's lovely.
I went to Catholic school. We didn't have funding for dinners.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you
Spend it
very
all on
much
bomb.
for watching and listening to this episode. What episode was this, Dan? 168.
Please call this.
Give me a
Big
sum to
Brother.
finish. I'm gonna get my GCSE.
A
Give me
sum to finish.
Give me a sum.
26 plus 6.
32.
Wrong. 1.
Many thanks. Do you know what that was?
That's Mudblood right there.
Do you know what that was? That was two guys playing doubles tennis. And that's why you love each other. Give each other a hug, please. Folks, thank you very
Hug
much
me,
for
darling.
listening and watching. Patreon.com/teawithmepodcast. Mudblood podcast every Friday.
Mudblood
We've got a
20 for your
Patreon.
Manscaped products as well.
Again, that is a virus. That is the millennium bug.
Shane's one's like fucking.
Thank you very much for listening and watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you at the live show. Pardon?
The barbecue for Father's Day. You seen this?
No.
It's a fucking scam going about on thing WhatsApp. So they're saying they're giving away 5,000 free barbecues, but you type in it, and then the fucking get in your bank account.
Well, you've been warned. See you next time.